Well, we Hebrew, all us Hebrews, but now you know you're a Hebrew. I know I'm a Hebrew. How many of y'all know that Jesus is a Hebrew and not a Jew like they've been lying and telling y'all? How many people know that? How many people right here know that? I should say hearts everywhere. I don't give a damn who on here. I said Jesus was a Hebrew. I said. Yeah, well, they can do. If you ain't a Hebrew, then you go do your homework and find out who the real Hebrews are. That's all you have to do, and see if I'm lying to you. And I'm not bashing nobody, because there's a whole lot of different people that's Hebrews. But Judah, I'm the prince of Judah, by the way. Judah, the Lion of Judah, is a Negro. They took us from Negro land. Did you know that? Did you know that? Did you know you came from Negro land? They snatched you up, and you over here fighting for a country that God is putting under judgment. Hey, back to the fun. I just had to drop that on you. You better do your homework. Yes. You better do your homework, Judah. You better wake up and know this is a rescue mission. So guess what's getting ready to happen? You're seeing a divide and conquer. You get ready to see good versus evil. You get ready to see do a whole bunch of crazy stuff because it's an agenda. I know people don't believe me, but I'm trying to help you real quick. So please get the fear side so you can think clearly. You need to stop just trying to be so scared and listening to Fox and all these goofies and start thinking for yourself. And then get quiet for a minute and God will show you what I'm telling you right now. It's the end times. That's why everything that you see has never been seen or done before. First time this, first time that, and especially for the Hebrews. You see, it's a first time because it's a switch. It's called a reverse in situations. It's called he who will be first will be last and who will be last will be first. So this is what you're bearing witness to right now. I'm just telling you what it said and you just seeing what's happening. So a lot of people like, oh my God, I ain't never heard this happening. I ain't never seen this happening. Well, it's a time for that. So now, after the 400 years, he's waking up your spirit, and this is what you mean by being free. Your mind is freed up. And now look at what's going on around us. Look at everything. Now, this is real talk, man. I'm telling y'all for real to do some homework. So it's a reason why they told you to get out of the Old Testament. What is the Old Testament? The Old Testament is what we call the Torah. So go back and look at it because it's a black history book. That's what I said. I said, go back and look at it because it's a black history book. Well, Stan, why would you say something like that? You blaspheming, you da-da-da-da, because I know a lot of people thinking like that. That ain't what we was taught, okay, because this is the last day, so I'm teaching you something different. That's how Jesus did when he came to earth. He was teaching what God said, and man was teaching what men said. So I'm here to tell you what thus say the Lord, because you can look at it in Revelation 13, and it'll repeat itself. Think I'm lying? Keep waking up long enough, and you'll see. And after that, all your liberties are being taken in the name of a virus. I'm not here to play games. I'm here to say I wish this wasn't true. But this is the last day, so I celebrate it because I've been reading the word for 15 years. And so I've been really heavy waiting on this day. This day has come. They ushering in a new Antichrist and you don't even know. You ain't paying attention. So anyway, y'all need to focus more on thinking and not feeling. See, Satan plays on your emotions. So if you're an emotional person, he already got his grasp on you because you're going to jump all over the place according to how they pull your strings. But if you're a thinker, you don't get emotional. You start thinking, and then you start reading, and then you start praying, and then you start getting downloads, and then you start getting wisdom, and then you start knowing. And see, when you know, you move different. And so when you move different, you be at peace. You see, still waters is what I live in. Still waters. Why is that? Because we're in troubled times. Because in these troubled times, he give me peace that surpasses all understanding. You can have that same peace if you pick up that book and get it into them old books. See, the first 5 books is your history. If you black, brown, how do I know that? Because Moses is his journey. He the one who went and got the Israelites. Who was Moses? Moses the Levite. Who the Levites? The Levitical priesthood hangs on the Levites. They're Haitians. You don't believe me? Go do your homework. Don't just listen to me. I'm just invoking thought. Go do your homework. Say, you know what? I don't believe this cat. This dude talking wild. It is wild. That's how they said about Jesus when he came. They said, he blaspheming God. That's what they would say. Know why they said that? Because they had never heard that type of rhetoric. Everything that they had said before was based on those first 5 books, but they had it misconstrued. So he came and set the record straight. This is a man from Judah that came to set the record straight. That's why they call him the Lion of Judah. Remember you heard that? The Lion of Judah? Yeah, Judah. The Negro. Wake up. Just woke you up and told you something. I know it shocked your spirit. You're like, what the hell is he talking about? Something that you was never told in your life, and they spent trillions telling you a lie. That's what I'm telling you about. I'm telling you that you're not above anybody, but I'm telling you who you are. Do you understand what I just said? I said Levi is the Haitians. Simeon is the Dominicans. Judah is the Negro. Those are the first 3 tribes that were taken over here and scattered all abroad throughout the islands and abroad. Our journey, the only one would ever fit 400 years in a country not of your own. I didn't make this up. It was in Deuteronomy. It's in Deuteronomy 28. We fell under a curse, y'all. We was under a covenant with Yah the Most High. We were. I ain't lying. Guess what happened? We broke it. And when we broke it, we went into slavery for 400 years, from 1619 to 2019, August 19th, to be exact. And then he freed up our consciousness so we would realize who we were, so that we wouldn't be under the thumb of no man no more. And you see us raising up in the streets, realizing that we woke. The young people was woke early. That's why he killed the older people in the wilderness, because they wouldn't learn nothing. So the young people woke, and they relentless. I thank God for y'all. So guess what? I'm woke. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I'm from the tribe of Judah. They call me the Prince of Judah. So I'm just here to tell you we're in Revelations 13. And in 14:1, Christ returns. And he returns with 144 elders. Who are they? I'm glad you asked. They the 12 tribes that has 12,000 of the senior elders who never broke covenant with God, that comes back to judge and rule with the Hebrews of earth and rescue them from the burning Americas, because they are under judgment. In Revelations 18, America's on fire. He say, come out of her. All I'm trying to do is give you some revelation. So I'm trying to tell you, don't be fearful, be thinking, so that you and God can become one again. Because this is one of the last times you'll ever hear me speak like this. Now, a lot of people know that my past doesn't dictate who I am today. So you would know that only God would give me this voice. If you knew me from my past, you would say, wow, he must be speaking from the Lord. And so if you don't believe me, just do your homework and see that I tell you a lie when I said the Levitical priesthood hangs on Moses, and Moses is a Haitian. They mistake him for an Egyptian because he was a Hebrew runaway or slave baby that was captured by the Egyptian. They thought he was Egyptian because he was dark, but he was a Haitian, a Hebrew. So I'm just only telling y'all, the baddest God of all was the God of Most High that we served. His name was Yah. So we would say Kumbaya, which means come by here, Yahweh, the Most High, for the Hebrews. Are you understanding what I just told you? You should be jumping for joy to know that your Savior is a Judah Hebrew. And guess what happened? The whites, the Gentiles, and other than the 12 tribe people, God also sent another Hebrew to them. His name is Paul. He's a Benjamite. They Jamaicans. He sent Paul, who is a Benjamite, to talk to all of the Gentiles, the Romans, the Galatians, the Galatians. That's who you see talking in the New Testament, a Hebrew from the 12 tribes, a Benjamite, a Jamaican, going to teach them about the Hebrew customs. You can already see some uprising and some foolishness. They're going to declare some martial laws. I'm just trying to wake you up. I'm not trying to scare you. If you're not prepared mentally, you're going to faint. He said, even my elect will be fooled in the last days, some of them. A lot of you are being fooled, and your pastors don't know what to tell you, do they? They say, pray for America, huh, man? I know. But I told you America is under judgment. Read Revelations 18 is on fire. I serve the Yahweh, the Most High God. I'm studying this time. Where you at? How your nerves feel? Attack God. Chase him. Get in your book. Try to find out who you are, and you'll find peace that surpasses all understanding. And so this is why you have to get with God, because you're going to grow weary of what you're getting ready to see. So I'm just trying to help you now before those times come. That's all. Everybody is going to have a situation. It's not a color situation. This is a people, a humane situation. So I'm just trying to tell all of the people, because the Gentiles now have been turned over to God, and God found favor in a lot of people that's not Hebrew. I just want you to say that before. It's not no Hebrew privilege. We are heirs to the throne, but I'm not telling you we are privileged. I'm telling you that we the hard-headed people. But I'm also telling you that God is doing something for everybody, and it's a divide. You see whites with great hearts coming right over there with blacks and Hebrews and the whole nine, and some blacks are being lost and left behind, and they the worst thing you could ever see. So I'm not telling you that it's a color. Spirit don't have color. Be clear. So on that note, all I'm saying is we're headed into some real troubled waters, And it's only going to scare you if you don't have a connection or a link to the source, what I call the source, which you might call God. You're not going to be able to handle these times. It's going to get wild. So anyway, y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all strap up. I love you guys. I hope you guys take heed to this word. If you don't believe it's a Black history book, no disrespect to nobody else. But what race was taken in ships and taken to a country not of their own and enslaved for 400 years besides the Hebrews? What race was scattered abroad? He said, I would scatter you abroad from the four corners, which would have told you it wasn't round a long time ago because it was four corners. So he said from the four corners of the earth, he would scatter us. Who else is scattered abroad from the four corners and cover the islands but us? Who does those things? I'm talking Cubans. I'm talking Mexicans. You all are Hebrews. I'm not telling you Black people. We just Judah. Please be clear. So I gave it to you. I gave it to you, okay? I gave you some information that you can go do your homework about. You can say, I don't believe this dude, man. This dude, wow. You know, Black people know Hebrews, man. They Jewish. Those are Jewish. The word Jew comes from the word Judah. Because we were the kingly tribe, we were the most important during those times because we come from Leah. I do my homework. I read that word. So Leah was blessed because she took heed to God. It's not time for goofies. If you continue to be a goofy and won't listen to God, you're going to suffer at the wrath. Revelations 13 will clearly tell you if you accept that mark of that beast, that 060606, and 6 is the number of a regular man. He didn't say. He said it would be the number of a man, not the man. The number of a man. The number 6 is the number of a man. The number 7 is the number of a complete man. I'm learned. Don't get me confused with a nigga. I'm a Hebrew. So on that note, you guys be good. I love you guys. I'm going to let it go. I said a lot, but I wanted you to think a lot because we don't have a lot of time for you to figure it out. So I don't come here teaching buffoonery. I come here teaching real word. If you don't believe me, go to the Cool Word on my Facebook page and you check out what I have to say. And I gave 21 sessions of what I just told you just now in 20 minutes. And I talk about it over and over, and I give you facts and information. You can do your homework on it if you don't believe what I have to tell you. But I promise I just told you facts. You understand what I'm saying? So if you don't believe me, go over there and check and start digging in your Bible and look at the lineage of who you are and see that I lie. And if they can prove me wrong, then tell them bring out the books. And the next time anybody ever call you the word anti-Semitic, you are Semitic people. Do you understand even what that means? So you could never be anti yourself. Be clear. I'm gone.